YouTube viewers. Welcome to Berhan Immigration and Settlement Services' first YouTube video. I am Taisa. I'm an immigration consultant in training, and this is Jerusalem Berhani, the licensed immigration consultant with the company. So today, the main aim of our video is to welcome Jerusalem and also introduce our viewers to the company. My first question is to Jerusalem. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, so like you said, I'm Jerusalem Berhane, and I came to Canada. Actually, I'm an immigrant myself to Canada. I came in 1991, many years ago. And I lived in Toronto, Ontario for a bit, and then I moved to London, Ontario. I've been here since 1994. And yeah, that's who I am in a nutshell.
Awesome. And what about your education background? Have you always been doing immigration?
No, actually, I did computer science. I graduated computer as a computer programmer. And then I also worked as an interpreter and translator for Amharic and Tigrinya. That's how I got very interested into immigration, because I was going into interpreting and document translation, anything that related to immigration. I've translated with Citizenship and Immigration Canada, so that got me interested. And after working as a programmer for a few years, and did other things at the University of Western Ontario, and I decided to open up my own immigration company.
So, where did you get the idea of immigration and settlement? Because most companies would just be immigration. So, why settlement?
So, for the past, before I did my immigration, I worked in the settlement field for about 11 years. Okay. I was actually the sole responsible person to house all the government-sponsored refugees to London, Ontario since 2009 until recently. So, and I've done so many other settlement assistance that they needed on top of housing. All the needs that they need, the buses, the schools, what it is that they need when you relocate to a new country. Everything is new, right? So yes, and then from then I kind of got interested in helping people. I really wanted to help people, either people that want to come and immigrate to Canada or those that are already here.
And I just wanted to touch upon something that you said. You kind of referred it back to yourself. And I think that's something I really love about working with you. You don't just put your professionalism into this. You really put your all into this. So your clients are getting a piece of you, right?
Yes, I hope so. And that's my mission, right? Because I've gone through it. I've seen people that suffered because they didn't go to the right person. They've lost their status, and it's somebody's life, right? Somebody's future, themselves or their children, their spouses. So I always take it up on myself to make sure that these people are, treated the way I want to be treated, right? With care and passion, compassion and all that.
And that was actually my next question. What is your mission? And you just answered that. So let's go on to the next question is, what services do you offer?
So my services varies from spousal sponsorship to refugee group of 5 community sponsorships, the ones on that side of area, and then also study permits, temporary residence visas, super visas. We also do citizenship. In addition to that, we also help people who needed to apply for passports or any other, kind of residencies from other countries. We have had clients from UK who wanted to check their status, and people from Jamaica who wanted to renew their passports. So our immigration varies, and we try to help as much as we can. If not, we refer them into the services, organizations that would do. That is true.
So what would you consider as a success in the business? So for example, what would be a successful client to you or successful case?
For me, a successful case is when they receive their status. You know, I advocate for clients. I make sure that I submit a perfected application for them in the perfect submission letters as much as possible, right? And to make sure that they receive their status. So when I see families reunite, if it's a spousal sponsorship or students receiving their study permits, that makes me happy. When I have to give clients the good news, it's
Yes.
always the happiest day of my work.
Right. Now, just to add to that, would you ever turn down a client?
Yes, so usually I would do a consultation. I always review their, their documents, their resumes, and then during the consultation, we discuss in detail as to, you know, their background,
Right.
uh, family status, and everything. And then if I find that there is no immigration category that they would qualify for, and then unfortunately, yes, I do have to turn them down and say, there is nothing that I see that they would be able to apply for. Honest, I base my business in honesty. Yes, you are in the business, for the business, but at the same time, if there is no honesty, then there is nothing. You have to run this business with compassion because that is what they do. People are vulnerable and they need your help. So honesty is very important to me.
And these are life-changing events too. So
That
if
is
you really
true.
can't help a person, why set them up for failure, right?
Exactly. And that's why usually I tell clients or anybody that I could tell them, please go to the right person. Make sure that these people are licensed, make sure they're experienced, right? Don't go. There are a lot of ghost consultants out there, that they would take their money and give them false hopes,
Yes.
and it's just sad. So I tell them, just go online, make sure these people are licensed
Right.
before you give them everything to help you.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
So there are quite a few people who start in this venture as immigration consultants or even as clients. But first, let's focus on the immigration consultants who would be starting their business right now. What is one pointer that you would give to them on this journey?
So, the advice that I would give to anyone that is starting, that's a licensed immigration consultant that wants to start the business, is always make sure that you're comfortable. When you decide to take a case, there is so much that you have to do, of course, on the business side, you have to set up. But when you're taking on a client, make sure that you're confident, you're comfortable, right? And it's always good idea to co-counsel, have a network, ask questions. And, when you're co-counseling, the person with more experience would be able to
Right.
guide you completing the application. And you learn from that time if you have to do it once or twice. And then the next time you would do it yourself. But you want to make sure that you're confident because if you don't, you're taking on somebody's life, somebody's
Right.
future. It's a big risk, right? So that's why my one advice. And read all the time. Make sure you stay up to date.
Great advice. And just to end off, what would you say to your potential clients?
To my potential clients, I would say that we have many years of experience in doing immigration business, and once you do consultation, you will see that the honesty and the clear information that we'll provide to you, whether you retain our services or not. But by doing a consultation, we would be able to go through everything that you need, ask us all the questions that you have, and then you will be guided directly. And then if you decide to retain our services, we would be happy to move forward with you.
Awesome. And one thing I just want to add to that as well is the personal touch. If it's something that you push every day, is I don't want my clients to feel that they're talking to a wall. I want my
Yes,
clients to feel that you're talking to
yes,
someone. And you push that
exactly.
with us every day, which is
I
amazing.
do. It
Yeah,
is. It is always about treating your clients the way you want to be treated
so
when you go
true.
somewhere else for services, right?
Right.
And people are vulnerable. They want things to get done, and be patient with them. and update them constantly. So yes, it's my passion. Immigration is my passion, and I look forward to doing it for many more years to come.
That's nice. And I can
Yes, and
feel
I have
that
a great
passion.
team. Uh,
I could feel that passion as well.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our video, and we would just
Yes.
like everybody to give us a thumbs up and also subscribe. So every time we post new informative videos, you can get an alert and look at them.
Exactly. And yes, the next time we'll come up with the new topic to discuss. And if there is a specific topic you want us to touch on, let us know. Leave us a comment, and we'll be happy to do that.